What up, what up, what up? Oh my goodness. Hey, Booze. How you doing? I know I'm 30 minutes late, but you know what? It's going to be a good one tonight. Oh my goodness. Tonight we're talking about, hold on, I have a prompt. We're talking about this, right? Lights, camera, party, right? Oh my goodness. Yes, we're talking about lights, camera, live stream. And yeah, we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff tonight. So I hope you're ready because we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. So go ahead and grab you a snack and a pen. I got some water. So I'm going to have a big old glass of cold water because, oh my goodness, it's so hot. And join me right back here. Oh my God, I can't wait to see you. Okay. Welcome back. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. If you don't know me and you're new around here, my name is Michelle Lawrence. I help you stand out so that you can make your mark on the world. I'm with LBC Branding, as you just so saw. So, anyways, I just wanted to come to you tonight to talk to you about all kinds of really great things. And two things in particular, lights and cameras. Okay. So if you're new around here, consider following this page. Consider liking and subscribing. Because you might learn a thing or two. Okay. So oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So one of the things that we do here at LBC Branding is we teach you how to make your mark. You make your mark in all kinds of ways. You can do it in what you do, you can do it in who you are, you can do it all kinds of ways. And so we teach you how to help you make your mark. So tonight we're going to focus on branding yourself in the way you look on camera, right? Oh my goodness, right? So that's where this comes in, right? Right? Lights, camera, party. We're going to do it tonight, okay? So let me put this down. Oh my goodness. So first we're going to talk about lighting, okay? And you know, what's good lighting, what's not good lighting, how should you set up your lighting, that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about lights, right? And then we're going to talk about cameras and camera angles and stuff like that. So, if you have questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat below. And we're live here, so, we can kind of talk and just kind of figure this out together. So anyway, off to the first part. All right, so we're going to talk about lighting, right? So when we think about lighting, sometimes, if you're a live streamer, right? If this is something that you do or want to do or scared to do, and you want to do it right, first you got to think about, the subject, right? And who is the subject or what is the subject, right? And that's what you need to like. You need to like the subject. So if you're doing talking head videos, kind of like this one, you might want to consider lighting up the subject, which would be you, right? So there are different ways to do that. And I found this really great article I want to share with you about lighting and such like that. So for this part, we're going to actually go to the computer so we can talk about lighting. Oh my gosh. So I want to talk about this in particular. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and bring this up here. And I want to make it nice and big. Okay. All right. So here, let's move me from over here and put me over there. And let's go to the computer. Okay. Yay. All right. So here are some common lighting issues. Okay. So I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger so that you can kind of see that. Okay. All right. So here are some common lighting issues. Okay. So I happen to be using the power of green screen and I love it. Okay. So behind me, there is a beautiful green screen, and that green screen helps me to have these really great looking backgrounds that you see right now. Okay. But I'm going to take me out of the picture here for just a second. And then we're just going to talk about some of these things. Okay. So here are some here, let me make this a little bit bigger. Let's bring it around over here and over here. And I found this really great article. I'll share the article with you later on so you can kind of see just, you know, what we're talking about here with the lighting. Okay. So of course, you know, some common lighting issues would be, you know, where you notice you can use like fluorescent lighting, you know, where you have that lighting from the top, you know, and that, the heck you notice kind of use like fluorescent lighting. Hang on a second. Oh, I forgot. I'm using this as a camera tonight. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. So yeah. So here I needed to like use a different one. Okay. Um, so yeah. So if you're using fluorescent lighting, you're being lit from the top, and if you're being lit from the top, you know, you have those shadows that you can see from below. So if the lighting source is at the top, you get shadows on everything below. Okay. Then you have underexposure. So underexposure is like, oh, there's not enough light, right? And then there's like too dark, or you're being backlit, or the backlight is too strong. You know, that is like another situation too, where, you know, it's not fun because, you know, you're not really, the subject is not really being lit, right? Then you have overexposure, where there's just so much light that, yeah, it's just you're doing too much. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You know, so we're gonna address that also. And then there's low light, unless you want to look like you're in the witness protection program. Yeah, so don't do that either. Okay, so and then, you know, you see at the very bottom where it says just right. Now that's kind of where you want to get, and so, you know, it's gonna be one of those things where, you know, we're gonna work to try to get this going here. Okay. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to try to get all of those things in place here, okay? All right, so those are some of the common lighting issues, right? So let's talk about, ooh, let me see if I can make this smaller again. Oops, here we go. Go here, let's make it smaller. All right, so let's talk about some of the common things that, you know, that you'll need to think about when lighting, you know, when lighting your subject. So let's say you are the subject, right? You're going to be doing a live stream for the very first time, and you're like, oh, I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about lighting. The first thing we're going to talk about is natural light. Natural light is so awesome. Guess what? It's natural and it's free. Okay, all you got to do is go to a window. All right, you can use your natural lighting at any window. I had a coach who, as part of her program, one of the challenges that we had to do was to take pictures of ourselves in different areas of, like, different areas. So like find a white wall, right? And take a picture there and see how, you know, see how you look on camera there. Then take a picture in front of a window. Then take a picture, like, I don't know, by your office or something. Just take pictures all around, right? And just to kind of look at the lighting and see how you look. And so this way you can kind of like, oh, okay, I can see if you wanted to do a live stream and you have, like, you know, you're sitting in front of a window and you have that beautiful natural light, you know, it's perfect. It does everything for you and it's free, right? So you could do that. Okay. Now, another option would be to use some different lighting kits. And of course, I got some to show you. Okay, so we're going to go back to the computer for this one. All right, and so this here, let's go back to the computer for this one. And here, oops, this is lighting tricks on a budget. Oh my goodness, my face is in the way. So here, let me get my face out of there. Okay, so this is something that I actually use too. Okay, I use these lights. This particular light right here, it's like a little clip light, and it only costs like $10. Like, seriously, it only costs $10 at the hardware store. Okay, and it's awesome in that, you know.
One moment. Okay, I found this on the web.
Seriously, oh my goodness, she listens to me so much. Anyway, I can't say her name because then she'll all of them will start talking. I'm an Apple person, and so she's on everything, and so she listens and talks to me about everything. So anyway, sorry about that. So anyway, she must have thought I called her name. But anyway, so yeah, so this is one that I use. It only costs like $10. It's super super easy. Super, basically all you do is you put the light inside that little thingy, and you just clip it where you need it to be, you know, preferably facing and so this way you can kind of light yourself. Okay, all right. So the next thing that we're going to talk about would be sort of like mid-range lighting. Now I also have these too. These were the first set of lights that I purchased for myself in my studio, and I'm going to make this kind of big here, and let's just kind of move this around so that you can see it. Okay. And so this right here, oh my goodness, these were the first lights that I actually bought. So here in the US, if you happen to be watching, these kind of could run you like, I don't know, like $150 or whatever. You don't have to do that. Remember, you can sit in front of a window, it's free, right? But this was one of the things that I have, and the way I use these particular lights, because of course, these are my first ones, and I wanted to try to like embellish them and make them, kind of make them work for me. And so here, let me see if I can make that bigger. You can find these on Amazon. Oh my gosh! And then the bulbs that are in here are huge. They're so 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 good. And the thing that I like about these soft boxes is that there is sort of like a white, there's a white cloth that's over them that kind of diffuses the light. And so sometimes I would use this to bounce the light off the ceiling because I have white ceilings, to kind of like, have a more diffused light. So this is another way to light yourself. These, you wouldn't want to like stand right in front of them, because then on camera that could look kind of scary. Okay, you could look overexposed. So where I have these in my studio, I have them in the corners, and I actually mounted them to the ceilings. I mounted them to the ceiling just to kind of like get them up and out of the way because the legs would kind of get on my nerves. So anyway, so according to this article, right, the next lighting, the best lighting, would be these lights that are under here like this. And this is really great if you can have these installed, but you don't have to do that. You can rent them, you can do different things like that if you're doing a shoot or something like that. But if you're just starting out, you don't need all of that. Okay, you trust me, you don't. You can go sit in front of a window and you'll be just fine. But I wanted to kind of like go over good, better, best, right? And so now that you see these, right? So just kind of showing you different lighting tricks. If you're going to do lighting on a budget, this is super easy, $10, like seriously. Okay. And then let's talk about where are you going to put those lights, right? So also in this article, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this part. Okay. So also in this part, it tells you about how to set up your lighting so you can have, if you didn't use natural light and you use artificial light, how to set it up so that you can get the best look, right? And so hang on one second, let me find it for you. So there's this thing called a 3-point lighting setup. Okay, and so basically what it is, it's having lighting at different sides. So I kind of have a 2-point setup where I am right now. I have one light on the right and a light on the left. I actually have 4 lights, 2 all the way over there and then 2 like right over here, right? But it's still like a 2-light setup where I'm lit on one side and lit on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to show you this 3-point setup, and I kind of like the 3-point setup because I can put I can shine a color light behind me, so I have like a halo, so it'll make you stand out. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, we got to go back to the computer for this part. All right, so back to the computer for this part. So this is the 3-point lighting setup, okay? So let me go over here and scroll. Okay, so there you go. So now you can see it, okay? So see, the subject is in the middle, and preferably that's you, right? Right? You have your camera right there, and you notice you have your key light, and then you have your fill there at the bottom of your screen, and then you have your backlight. Okay. Now I typically don't backlight because I ain't got much space where I am right now, right? Because I usually use a key and a fill light. And so basically just kind of showing you how to position those, like one on the right and one on the left. And you notice your camera is like right at 6 o'clock, right? And so this is really, really great for doing videos. When you backlight, it kind of gives depth to behind, to whatever's behind you. And it really, really helps with that shot. It, just kind of really helps you stand out in the shot. Okay. So it's really, really, really cool. I really like the way they do that. And so here it's talking about, how to set that up and talking about what the key light is, what a fill light is, and what the backlight is. Okay. And so it's really, really cool, right? So, so this is one of the things that I do. I usually use a key and a fill. I typically don't backlight because I don't got enough space. The next studio, or whenever I redo the studio, I might have some backlights. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. But I'm excited about that. So this is a really great way to set up your lighting, if you wanted to kind of up your game. Now, of course, like I said, you don't have to go through all that. You can go in front of a window, and that will be just great too. Okay. So the next thing we're going to talk about is cameras, right? Oh my gosh. So let's talk about cameras. So they're all different kinds of cameras. So if you're live streaming for the first time and you don't have a whole lot of gear, it's okay. You don't need a lot of gear. All you need is your cell phone, right? This right here is a really good camera. As a matter of fact, there are people shooting 4K videos, like movies, with their cell phones. Seriously, okay? So a cell phone is a great place to start. If you don't have gear, it's totally fine. You can shoot with your cell phone, okay? So you could use it in selfie mode, which is, I know you've seen that before, where you can put it in selfie mode and you can just sit there and just do a live stream. Like, let's say you're like this, right? And you're like, oh yeah, da da da, right? And you can do a live stream like that, okay? Put it in selfie mode, right? Or if you wanted to use like your tablet or whatever little mobile device, so whether it's your tablet or your phone, you can use the camera there. You can use the webcam on your laptop, right? So the webcam on my laptop, let me show you what it looks like, okay? That's what it looks like. Oh my God. I only use this like if I have to do something. So now you can see behind me my green screen, right? This is the webcam on my laptop. And so this is what it looks like, right? But I typically like to use this camera, which is the last one that we're going to talk about. Okay, so there's another camera that I have that we're going to talk about, which is this one right here. Okay, so this one also is on a green screen, right? So this is my Logitech C920. Okay, and this is a webcam that you can purchase and, just kind of like plug it into your computer. And wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Let's turn that green screen back on, right? Right, look, I could put bricks on, all kinds of stuff. Hold up. I thought I had this. Boom. There's that shelf again, right? Look familiar? Okay. So anyway, so yeah, you can use something like a webcam, right? If you didn't want to use the camera on your computer, right? Because I mean, it's great. It'll do the trick. And I've used it for years. I used my webcam on my computer for years until I kind of like stepped up my game and I, did something else. Like, remember, you don't have to do it. You can use your phone, okay? You can use your phone. But this is another option, okay? Now, you can't really control some of like the exposure and different things like that, like the camera controls, unless you download like something specific on your phone or something on the computer that you can control those things in like a Logitech or something. Sometimes it's just plug and play. You just turn it on, plug and play. It works, okay? The next thing we're going to talk about is my favorite, which is right here. This is my DSLR, and this is the one that I'm using, that I started using a lot. Okay, so um, years ago, I bought a camera because I wanted to take really good pictures. I've been in the beauty business now, oh my gosh, for like 20 something years. Okay, like say 21 years, right? And I used to do like makeovers and stuff like that. And I wanted a really nice camera to take pictures of, like my brides and stuff like that after I made them over. And I bought this is a Nikon D3200. Okay, that we're shooting with right now. So it's really cool. It takes great pictures, but I wanted to live stream with it. Certain cameras you can live stream with them, right? So there are like some tweaks that you gotta, kind of get around to be able to use a nice camera like this, because look at the picture. It's so crisp compared to this, okay? Compared to this, right? Now I'm looking at you from my webcam on my computer. Let's turn the green screen on because this is looking scary. Okay, let's turn that green screen back on. Okay, look at all the edges. This is looking terrible. Just looking terrible. Just terrible, right? It's terrible. Now you can see my TV up there, everything. See, look, the TV is on top of the shelf. Don't make no sense, right? But this is what my webcam does for me, right? The one that's built into my laptop. And it's nice, it's okay, but can you see the difference though? Can you see the difference? Really nice picture, right? So, but we're gonna talk about one other thing, okay? You don't have to do all of that, because remember, you could use your phone, okay? Now, I have my phone right here, and I want to show you something with the phone, okay? All right. So, while we're gonna go straight to my cell phone, which I already have set up right here. But the reason why I want to show you this too, I want to kind of tell you a little something. This is a trick or a tip. Not really a trick, but this is a tip. If you're using, let's say for instance, your cell phone and using it in selfie mode, right? While you're streaming, the angle is really important, right? You want to be careful where you put it. Eye level, or just a little bit higher than your eye, so you're looking up, is the best angle. And let me tell you why, okay? Right now, I'm sort of like in snifter position. My head is tilted up. I'm a nurse by trade, so if you ever had to do CPR and you had to do the head tilt, chin lift position, like that, right? My head is up and I'm looking up like that so that I can see the camera, okay? So yeah, that was really nice, because guess what? It makes this look a little slimmer, right? It does, because you're looking up, right? Look what happens when you move the camera down below, okay? Oh my goodness, we're going to my cell phone, okay? I see this all the time, okay? People set up the cell phone like from here, right? And oh my God, this is crazy, because they put it down here, right? And look what happens. Now you can see all the chins, all of them. You can see all of them, okay? It's terrible. This angle is terrible. Don't do this to yourself, because then you're showing all your chins. And then usually when you're in this position also, all people see is this. No, okay? Don't do that to yourself. Please, 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 please. Raise the camera up like this, okay? Raise it up. Put it up a little bit high, eye level or a little bit higher. That will really help you. I'm just saying, because anybody want to see all of that, okay? Okay. What's the other thing I was going to tell you? Angles. We talked about angles. We talked about different types of cameras. Now, like I said, you can use a cell phone to do exactly that, because the cameras on cell phones nowadays are amazing, and you can shoot in 4K, right? But be mindful of where you put them, okay? And then, of course, the more, the better the camera, the better the picture, and the better control you have with your set and your picture. So I can set this camera so that when I'm in focus, everything else blurs behind me because I'm using a DSLR. I really can't do that with this one per se unless I have like additional features to do that. But you know what? That's just doing too much. You don't have to do all that. I'm just saying you can do that. But the beautiful thing with a cell phone is that you can pinch and zoom. You can do all of the things that you would do with like a really nice camera at the tip of your fingers with the tip of your fingers. I'm just saying, okay? So if this is helpful for you at all, I would love to hear from you. What are your camera setups and your lighting setups? What do you do in your studio? Now, your studio could be your bedroom, your closet, okay, your hallway, whatever. Nobody has to know but you, right? So, what are your studio setups? Please drop it in the chat below. I'd love to talk to you about those things, and we can share tips and tricks together. Oh my goodness! Oh, so I'm so excited that we got a chance to talk about lighting and we got a chance to talk about cameras and such. But oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Recently, I mentioned that LBC Branding now has merch. Okay, and so I ordered some samples of the merch, and they're in, and I want to show them to you. Right? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, so here's the sample of the t-shirt. Of course, I ordered this one for me. This one is mine. Okay. Oh my God! Look at this. LBC Mark Makers. Don't you want to be a mark maker? Oh my gosh! This one is mine because I wanted this one for myself, and I could have got a smaller size. Oh my goodness! But I wanted a big comfy shirt. So look. So we have merch, guys. Oh my gosh! And they're coming all different sizes. So don't you want to be a mark maker and support this channel and support this page by shopping with some merch? It's on the page. So if you're seeing this, yeah, just go ahead and hop on over to our shop, right? And you can be a mark maker too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you can comply. You can even comply with like all the things that everybody has to do right now with coronavirus doing a thing. So look, you could even have a mask. Right? Look, the mask even says LBC Mark Makers, and it comes in different colors too. So look, right? Ah! Oh my God, I'm so excited! I got this so that I can wear this with my red scrubs, but I'm not going to wear it with my red scrubs. But I wanted to be able to show it to you. This is so incredibly cool. So yes, LBC Branding now has merch, and I would love for you to go ahead and get your hands on it. I have like all different colors of the t-shirts, all different sizes, and it's sort of like, whatever you want, you just go in there and just play. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So thank you guys so much for, stopping by. And we were talking about, what were we talking about? We were talking about lights, camera, party, right? Oh my gosh. So, oh my goodness, I just made a mess on the floor. So we will see you next Tuesday with more tips and tricks that you can use to help you stand out. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. See you next Tuesday.